All right, it's on you. Let's go.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. I know you said an expired listing,
Yeah,
so
so just pick one. Which one you want to do? You want me to be
okay.
which one you want
Okay.
to do? Which one?
I'll do expired listing. Okay, so ring ring.
Hey, hello.
Hi, good morning. Is this Mr. John Smith, the property owner at 123 Main Street?
Yeah, something like that. Was how can I help you?
Okay, well, thanks for answering the call. How you doing this morning?
Not so good. How can I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I was just calling because I noticed that you had your house on the market, but it expired, and I was wondering if you were still interested in selling it.
Nah. I figured if it wasn't on sale with the last agent, that it must be meant for me to just keep it.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, what happened with the last agent? Did you guys have showings?
We probably had a few, but you know, we I told him I'd give him 3 months, and I gave him 3 months, and apparently we just wasn't able to get it done. So just wasn't meant to get it. So we'll just wait until things turn. You know, he said something about the interest rates were high, and maybe that was why buyers wasn't really looking to purchase at the moment. So we'll just wait, and he's expecting rates to fall in the fall, and we'll revisit um, then. But right now I'm okay. No rush.
Well, Mr. Smith, I understand that. I understand you don't want to rush, but what I do want to share with you is that the interest rates have fallen some. And so it may be a great time to get it back on the market rather than waiting until the fall, where, seasonally it's just a little bit slower. Um, did you get any offers while you were on the market last time?
No, we didn't get any offers.
Okay.
No, we didn't get any offers. But you know, um, you're not the first person to call me. I've had several agents to give me a call. So if you have a buyer, you have somebody that's interested, I still honor the 2.5% commission for you bringing me a buyer. But what I will do is um, what I communicated with the last agent that I had, and he's somewhat family. He's not a relative, but he's pretty close to the family. So I inform him that I take his word, and we'll wait till October. And when October comes back around, then I will let him go ahead, and if I haven't found anyone that was interested in buying it, between now and October. So if you have someone that you know that may be interested, um, all of the information is still in the MLS from the last listing. So feel free to share it with any buyer clients that you may have, and we can, you know. So, but in the meantime, it's I'm okay with not actually selling it right now. If I don't have someone that's actually going to bring me an offer.
Okay. Well, Mr. Smith, I certainly understand that. One thing that I noticed is you don't have any pictures of your listing on the MLS. So I would love to come out and actually see the home. Could I come out today at 2 or tomorrow at 6?
There's no pictures. There should be some pictures. If not, I'll make sure I reach out to him and see if he can at least upload those photos. I'm not sure why those photos are not up there, but we had a photographer that came out and took some professional pictures, so I'm not sure why they're no longer there. But yeah, if you have a buyer that you're going to accompany you, then by all means, absolutely. But if you're just trying to just come and just do a showing, just walk through yourself, um, nah, I wouldn't want you to waste your gas to make that drive just to come toward the property. Because as I stated, I'm not looking to list. So, but if you have a buyer, by all means, we can definitely make some things work.
Well, Mr. Smith, I definitely work with many different buyers. However, as I mentioned, I just don't know what your property looks like. So I
Right,
don't know if it
right.
truly fits one of my buyers.
Right, right.
Um,
Well, what's your email, and I'll be sure to, have him to send you over those photos. And like I said, I'm going to mention to him to update it. I'm not sure why it's no longer showing, but what's a good email address for you? I can at least get him to send it over to you.
Okay, that would be great. My email address is akl123 at gmail.com. And
Okay.
would it be okay with you if I followed up if I don't receive them in a couple of days?
Sure, I don't have a problem with that. That's fine.
Okay, well, since today's Monday, let's give it until Wednesday. If I don't have those pictures by Wednesday, I'll give you a call back. Would that be okay?
That's fine. Thank you so much, Ava.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Smith.
All right, you got it. All right, good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. So, you were very adamant, right? There was a few things he mentioned that he had somebody that listed it. He didn't have any um offers, right? I'm not sure if you asked about showings, but one of the things that you could have, one of the questions you could have asked was, throughout the 3 month time period that you gave him, um, how did he determine the price, right? And
Mm-hmm.
did you reduce your price, right?
Okay,
Because that could communicate maybe he just had it overpriced, right?
right.
So maybe it was overpriced. That's the reason. A good question to ask an aspired listing is, well, how much traffic did you all have, right? Did you have any open
Mm-hmm.
houses? And did he give you the three different price points that that you probably should have listed your house with? One being, hey, this price point, you probably looking at about 3 to 6 months to receive an offer. This price point, you're probably on a 1 to 3 month time frame. And in this price point, if you listed at this price, you can almost guarantee to receive an offer within a week, right? Of
Gotcha.
course, most sellers are going to want the highest one, right? And so, what I communicate to sellers is, hey, if you want to go with this high price point, that's fine. But just understand that if we're not receiving any phone calls and we're not getting showings, right, we may have to start dropping that price down, and we may end up getting down to that second or first tier, right? So, but great job, great job, great job. All right, let me. So I'm going to.
I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Um, in this particular case, at what point, or not just this case, at what point do you have you, um, or do you get where you, what I'm looking for, like, it's, you don't want to become aggressive. So, I know it's a thin line between being persistent and then aggressive, like when you call and they're, um, constantly saying, well, I'm not trying to listen, I'm not trying to sell it,
Hmm.
because I know sometimes you can get them kind of agitated. So what is the thin line between that? I'm being persistent and trying to help you get it sold, but also don't want to be aggressive with it
So,
either.
right, that's a great question. So it's really about your approach, right? So when I do follow up calls, prime example, I think I went live last week when I called the guy that I was supposed to go tour his house, right? And right before, I gave him a follow up call before because it was a nice drive to get to him, right? It's almost an hour drive, so I wanted to make sure we are on the same page. So he was like, "Hey, I just want you to know that I'm not looking at signing the papers." And I said, "Well, that's the only reason why I'm coming. It's to list your property." So we had a little back and forthness, right? He was like, "Well, I don't, I told y'all agents I'm not." Nah. I said, "Well, I'm not them, right? But what I will say is, you know, that's the only reason why I'm coming because once I list it, then I can do all the other things that I want to do, right?" Now, even though he was a little outraged and he was, going in, he ended up calming down. And one of the things that, when it comes to being consistent or persistent, I just say, hey, listen, this is what we'll do. I'll follow up with you, right? I'll check in from time to time. I'll give you a weekly call, see how things are going. And if anything haven't changed, right, then maybe we can revisit this conversation. So when you're doing your follow up calls, right, it's not going to be as long as your initial call, right? It's just going to be a simple, hey, I'm just matter of fact, I'm gonna do one right now with Ava. I'm just do a simple follow up call. She's a for sale by owner, and then I'm going to be just doing a follow up, right? So my follow up is not as extensive as it is on my initial call. All right, Ava, you ready?
Yes.
All right, ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, hey, what's going on, Ava? How you doing? This is Dominic.
Hey, Dominic.
All right, all right. How things going? Just following up with you. How's things going? You got any offers on the property yet?
No.
Okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Any showings?
We had one last week.
Okay, okay. All right. What was the feedback that you all received?
We didn't get any.
Really? Okay. All right. Now, the one showing that you had, was it a buyer that actually reached out to you all, or were they accompanied by an agent?
It was a buyer that came through.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. So you're not even sure if they were pre-approved or not, right?
They said they were.
Oh, okay, okay. Did they show you a letter?
I didn't ask for it.
Gotcha. Okay, all right. That's cool. That's cool. You still been receiving a whole bunch of phone calls from agents and unapproved buyers?
Of course, I've been
Uh,
receiving a lot of calls from agents.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen. How much time are you going to take before you actually decide to use a real estate professional such as myself to assist y'all and get this property sold?
Well, Dominic, we're not really in a hurry.
Okay, I got you. Listen, I totally get it, right? I totally get it. So here's what I do. I'll just continue to follow up with you, right? I'll just check in from time to time. And then, of course, if I have someone that's interested, I'll be sure to reach out to show the property to them, right? But also, I'll just follow up with you. If anything changed, we can revisit the conversation I had with you. And I look forward to assisting y'all, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you a lot. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
All right, bye bye. All right, so that's it. Follow up calls are short, right? Now, you're going to keep doing that. And you're not, being aggressive. You're just checking in. Hey, just checking in. How's things going, right? Because the reality is, every other agent, they're still getting calls from agents that's calling them about, you know, listing their property and all of these things. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build that rapport, right? I'm calling, I'm checking and see how things are going. Hey, have you received any feedback? Oh, like when I did my follow up last week, one of the for sale by owners actually got an offer, right? They got it under contract. Great, great job, and they actually got what they wanted because they were doing owner financing. Ava's a lady in your neighborhood, right? So
Hmm.
they end up getting the owner finance. Great. The person didn't have an agent, went directly through them. That's what they really wanted, right? So you just say congratulations, but you also follow up with them. Why? Why should you follow up with someone that says they're under contract? That's not rhetorical. That's for y'all to ask the question. Answer the question. What you think?
Because it could cancel.
Right. It could fall through. Right. So the buyer could do a home inspection, and they don't like what they find on the home inspection, so they request for a release. Or the buyer that they actually go into contract with is not approved buyer, right? And something fall out with the financing, and the buyer can't go through with the purchase. So even when someone tell you they're under contract, you still want to continue to follow up. And so I continue to follow up until they say they closed. Now, if they say, hey, we already sold it, all right, cool, great. All right, congratulations to you on your sale. Are you all looking to add to your portfolio, purchase anything else, right? Know of anyone? Now I'm asking those types of questions, right? Do you know of anyone looking to buy, looking to sell, or where I could assist them, right? But when they say they're under contract, it doesn't mean take them out of your database. It means keep them in there. All right, keep them in there. So, Drew, it is you and Chantel. Drew, I'm gonna let you go first, and let's see if you can go ahead and get something taken care of. All right, it's on you, brother.
Ring ring.
Good morning.
Hello, Chantel. This is Andrew. I'm a local investor in the area. Before you hang up, I just had a quick question about your property, 123 Main Street.
Yeah, what kind of question do you have about it?
I was wondering if you had any interest in selling the property.
Well, actually, I have been thinking about selling it. Just haven't really put it out there yet, but it has crossed my mind.
Okay. Do you have you thought about the price that you want to sell it for? Or
Well, like I said, I haven't really made any major decisions on it, but I have been just, thinking about it, how much I can get for it, and
Mhm.
so yeah, just a little, nothing written in stone. I haven't listed anything.
uh, so what is your motivation behind selling? Like
Um,
what is the motivation?
well, it was just property that I had. I thought that I wanted to be, a landlord, so I was renting it
Hmm.
out. But then I realized that's just not my thing. So, hey, I'm just thinking about really. So I'm tired of the stress behind, having to deal with tenants and fixing it up and things like that. So I'm really thinking about. Like I said, I haven't made up my mind completely, but I'm thinking about selling it.
Are the tenants in the property right now?
It's pretty good. I have tenants in there. They keep it up pretty good, but it's an older
Hmm.
house. So I still have some, issues with it, but it's pretty good. We did some work to it a couple of months back. We did some work to the bathrooms and little things around there. But it's pretty good condition for the age of the house.
Okay. How much, if you don't mind me, how much is the rent for the house?
Right now, I'm renting for 12.50.
Okay. Okay. Are they on a monthly lease, or is it longer than a month?
Right now they're on a month-to-month lease, but yeah, I'll talk to them if I do decide. Like I said, I've made up my mind, but if I do decide to sell, I will talk to them. But you said you was an investor, or you work with a company?
I'm an investor. I'm an investor.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, like I said, I haven't made up my mind yet about it, but if I do, you can give me information, and if I decide to, I may give you a call back when I make up my mind.
Okay. How about this? Is this your personal line?
Yeah,
Is this
how
a
you
good way to get in contact with you?
Yeah, how you get my information the way you know that I might be selling my house, my property?
I got it from public record.
Oh, and they told you that I might be selling my property. Or you just
No, they didn't say it. I just called and asked. I just wanted to have some interest.
oh,
But
okay.
how about we can do this. I can call you. I can do a weekly. I can do a weekly follow up just to see if anything's changed. If you change your mind, cool. If not, it's cool. See if I can assist you in any way. Is that okay with
Now,
you?
now I tell you what, you give me your number, and if because I haven't made up my mind yet, and so
Hmm.
I don't want people to keep calling me, asking me about it. Let me decide what I'm gonna do. Maybe talk to my husband so we get a final decision, and then I can give you a call. But if you don't hear from me within the next 2 weeks, then you can give me a call back. But give me some time to think about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is my number. My name is Andrew, and you can give me a reach. You can reach back out
Okay,
anytime.
so give me about a week or two, and then if you don't hear from me, you can
Hmm.
call back, and I'll let you know what I decide to do.
So in a week, call you back.
About 2 weeks. Give me about 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am. I'll give you 2 weeks. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. You have a good one.
You too.
All right, all right, all right. Well, listen, you didn't get what you was looking for, right? But hey, now you just got to do a follow up, right? So, and here's the thing. Matter of fact, I'll talk about this after Chantel go. All right, Chantel, let's switch it up. It's on you.
Okay. Am I an investor or
You an agent. You an agent. Well, it's up to you.
I'm
It's up to you.
oh,
It's up to you.
okay.
It's either one.
Wait. What am I? Am I expired? Am I physical? What am I?
Which one you want to do, Chantel? You want to be
Um,
you calling a
I'll
FISBO?
just do one this. I'll just do the expired.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Ring
Okay.
ring ring ring.
Hello.
Hello, thank you for taking my call. This is Chantel with Victory Allegiance Realty Group. Am I speaking with the owner of the property at 522 South Hill Street?
Yes, this is him.
How are you this morning? Who am I speaking with?
I'm doing fine. This is Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. I'm certain that you know by now that your property has shown up on the expired listing for our multiple listing service. And I was calling to see what are your plans with the property right now?
Um, I don't really have any plans right now. I thought it could sell, and it didn't, so I'm kind of just waiting around.
Okay, well, I think you might need to hire the right agent. I'm here for to do the job for you. Tell me, how long did it stay listed?
It's 6 months.
6 months. And did you have any offers on the property or any showings?
We had a few. We had a couple offers, but they didn't
Follow
follow
through.
through. Yeah,
Okay. And how much are you asking for the property?
250.
250,000. Okay. And how did you come with the property? Were you working with an agent?
Yes, I was working with an agent.
Okay. And so, are you still interested in getting this property sold?
I mean, I am, but I don't know if it could get sold.
Okay. Are you available for us to get together? I would love to get with you so we can I can come look at the property and can get a free appraisal done for you so we can calculate some numbers and try to get this house sold for you, get it listed back, get it back on the market so we can get it sold.
I don't know. I just had an agent. I don't really know how to do it right now.
See, see, now it's time for you to have, you had an agent, but now it's time for you to have the right agent so we can get this house sold. Are you available today for me to come out and take a look at the property, maybe show you my portfolio and give you some updated information?
What time today?
I'm available on your time. What time is good for you?
Probably 2 p.m. It's good for
Two
me.
o'clock. That sounds great. I can be there at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Andrew. I will see you at the property 522 South Hill Street today at 2 o'clock. Look forward to working with you.
You too, man.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
Oh, she got the appointment. Look at you. That's what I'm talking about. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it. If I was to ask you all this question, matter of fact, you don't have to say it out loud. I just want you to put it in the chat. Do me a favor, put it in the chat. And if you don't know the exact number, that's okay. That's all right. Last week, put in the chat, how many new calls or how many calls did you make last week? Just calls. We're not even talking about appointments right now. Just talking about calls. How many calls did you make last week alone? Now, of course, if you're using the Mojo Dialer, you get your reports, right? So you can pull up your Mojo Dialer to give you your actual reports and let you know as far as your daily and all of that good stuff, right? But just put it in the comment section. How many calls did you make? And then I'm gonna give you question number 2 while you're working on question number 1. Question number 2: for you to achieve your goal, do you know how many calls you need to make to get the number of appointments that you need to get the listings or under contracts that you need? So, how many daily calls should you make to get XYZ number of appointments, to get XYZ number of listings or contracts, to get XYZ number of closings? Do you have that number? Do you know that number? Ava, I know you know your numbers.
Actually, I don't, Dominic. I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know it. And then I guess for me, I'm gonna be honest. I
Okay.
didn't make any calls last week. I was busy. I did write some contracts, so I got a little busy.
Okay, okay. I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. Yes.
But that's
Mm-hmm.
really no excuse because I
Okay.
know that I have to do both in order to
Right.
get to where I want to be.
Right.
So,
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. That's good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay. I don't see none in the chat. So I'm assuming, is that a goose egg for everybody? Are we goose egging this week? Is this what we're doing? So, um, this is just something for you all to keep in mind. All right, this is something for you all to keep in mind. Is that you're probably going to hit is between 10 and 20% conversion rate. Okay, you're gonna have about a 10-20% conversion rate. Now, of course, it just depends on what type of calls that you're making. All right, your conversion rate are much higher when you are calling like for agents, when you're calling for sale by owners and you're calling expired listings, because these are actually people that are looking to sell their property. So you're not trying to convince them or any of that nature, right? So of course your conversion rate going to be a whole lot more, if you're an agent calling a for sale by owner or calling an expired listing. The same way if you are a wholesaler, your conversion will be a whole lot more if you're calling dilapidated properties, right? If you're calling properties that are worn down, haven't been attended to, there's no one living in the property, right? Your conversion rate on those types of homes are going to be much higher than you calling some that one is owner occupied, or two, the taxes have been caught up and they're keeping the house, keeping the lawn straight and everything is looking good, right? Those are going to have less conversion rates than you are calling one that, oh man, this house haven't been dealt with in a long time. Those are the ones you're going to have more of a conversion rate, right? So that is something you can kind of keep in mind, that, if you're looking to wholesale, right, that you're going to be looking at properties that, have those issues, right? And if you have a list of property owners that meet that criteria, maybe you'll spend, one day just calling all dilapidated property owners, right? Hey, today I'm just going to call them, right? And as an agent, maybe you're saying, hey, today I'm just going to call for sale by owners. So you're not going to do neighborhood farming, because neighborhood farming, you are actually shooting with a buckshot and not with a scope, right? With a buckshot, it spreads, right? So you're calling everybody and let the chips may fall where they may, right? But if you want to be a sharpshooter, then you may target in on, what, today I just want to reach out to for sale by owners who just put their property on the market. Like I'm talking 2 days, 1 hour, 1 day. Those are the ones I want to reach out to, right? And then you may reach out to them and then you may say, all right, expired listings. I want to get someone who had an expired listing. Thing about expired listings, though, it can be a little tricky, because a higher percentage of expired listings go right back on the market with the same agent, right? So those are the ones that, if you don't have access to the MLS, of course, you may not be able to note that. But of course, you want to go ahead and give them a call as well, right? But here's the key thing. It doesn't matter if you're calling for sale by owners, you're calling expired listings, you're doing neighborhood farming, you're doing dilapidated property, you're doing tax liens. It don't matter who you're calling. You just got to call somebody. And you got to be consistent with your calls, right? And if you can commit to 1 hour, 1 hour, listen, y'all making the call does not benefit me. You're not cutting me a check. You're not giving me a proceed. Ain't that right, Andrew? You're not giving me a portion of your checks. This is for you. This is not for me. I'm not benefiting from you getting all these leads and getting all these deals. This is for you and your family. This is for your household. So you should be doing it, right? So if you can carve out an hour of your time to say, you know what? I'm not on social media unless you're doing it live like I do, right? There's times when I'm doing live calls, I may be live, and there's times when I'm not live, right? But if you want to go live and you want everybody to experience, your experience, then do it live. But the main thing is make the calls. Okay? It's great that you're up here Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 a.m. This is great. You're doing your role play. Chantel, you did great this morning. I can hear it. I can hear it. It's coming. You've been practicing. You've been working on it, and you're doing a real good job. That's great, right?
Thank you. I've been studying the scripts.
Yeah, I can tell. I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it. So, but now is really about just being consistent and taking the time to make those calls, right? So, for some of you, just today, do it today. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Just do it today. Get your numbers up, okay? If you're going to be an outlier, you need 10,000 hours. You need 10,000 hours to be an outlier, right? Now, that means you are mastering your craft, okay? So we want you all to do it. And all you need is one yes. So for me, when I pick up and I go to that dialer and I put that pin in and I hit start, in my mind, every call has the potential to yield me 25,000. Just think about that. Every call has the potential to yield me 25,000. That's why I do it. Now my schedule is, yes, I can't make no excuses. I still have appointments. I still have this. I still have properties to check on. I mean, there's a whole lot of other stuff that's going on, but you know what? This right here is important though. Still got to make sure that this get done. And that's why early morning works best for me. Now, you have to do it at a time frame that works best for you. Maybe early mornings is not best for you because maybe you have to go to work or maybe you have something else going on that you can't do, early morning times. So maybe you have to do afternoon times or evening times. Just do it. Just make the call. That's all I'm saying. All right. That's all I got. That's all I got. Great job for you all this morning. And let's continue to be consistent and just make the calls. All right. I'm out of here, y'all. Great job. Peace.